Truth Man here. The channel is the No Majors, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So I just did a short on the same topic, and I want to make an extended video on this on my way back to my area. Listen, man. Listen. I don't care how much you respect somebody. I don't care how much you like somebody. Get to know the Most High for yourself. Do not rely on these people's mysticism. Do not lie that the Lord showed me this, the Lord showed me that. Because if you season and you know, then you know what I'm about to say. These be some of the most unaccountable, judgmental people that you will ever meet in life. The ones that's always talking about, I could see like with somebody that you know a little bit of something. Sometimes I can see it. But like, he showed me this, he showed me that. They ain't gonna let you hold them accountable. I'm telling you. They not gonna hold themselves accountable, because some of that stuff be the devil. Some of it might be the Most High. I can't judge nobody's interactions. But I can tell you this, don't rely on them. Because from my experience, some of them people that's always talking about what the Most High showed them, and I'm gonna show you this. If you a man of God, he not gonna show her nothing different than you. He coming to you. And he gonna let you sink or swim. So if you ain't listening, he not gonna go to her. He gonna let you sink or swim. This is part of the reason why I believe the Apostle Paul told them to shut up in church. Because y'all gotta excuse me as usual, I'm out here working, brushing up against everything, going in these buildings, and all the dust collect on the black shirt. But these are the people that they'll always talk about what the Most High is showing them, but when it's something that they want to do, that's a sin, they offer zero resistance. And if you deal with these people, if you connect yourself with these and keep yourself connected with these, you're not going to see the miracles and the favor and all of that the Most High going to have you to see. Because he basically, that's like bearing false witness. And he commanded, like for instance, if you got a Christmas tree in your house, or you have Rudolph and all these graven images, right? He told you not to have, but then you talking about the Most High showed me this, the Most High showed me that. I'm not saying that any of us is going to be capable of being perfect. But I'm saying that what he looks for is authenticity and sincerity and humility, and you being genuine. If he know you suck a penis at the blink of a dime, and you know you ain't supposed to be doing it, but you talking about he's showing you this, he's showing you that, guess who's showing you? Let me tell y'all how it works in the spiritual realm. See, it's a reason why all the preachers, whether they was prophets, whether it was Apostle Paul, they always told you that you can't play both sides. It's a difference. See, I'm going to show you something. See, Samson, we know that Samson was doing some stuff, but Samson wasn't playing both sides. And so when he got deceived, the Most High still helped him. But some of these people be playing both sides, man. I'm telling you. Like, they'll be committing adultery, and it still be talking about the Most High showed me. And first of all, y'all know I don't even use that word Lord. Do your research on it. I'm tired of telling y'all. Just do your own research on that word. But it's like these women will not resist temptation, but then they'll sit on the phone and in church And then the guys too. Guys be doing this stuff too. And talk about what the Lord, the Most High, done showed them. What the most, I'm going to show you something. I got a relative, and I ain't going to say their name because they probably be watching my video. Let me show you how this works. When temptation came to her, she resisted that temptation and got the boot. Dude was like, well, get out then. You ain't finna be up in here and not, You see what I'm talking about? But a lot of them will be slurp, slurp. Let's pray. I don't feel right. Yeah, you don't feel right after you did it. Because you want validation from him. You want him to go and buy you cars and clothes and jewelry and give you money. So you push the Most High aside and you did that act on him, and you not even supposed to be with him, some of y'all. This how it be working. So when he start getting all this janky stuff happening to him because of you, I hope he know. I hope he understand. Preaching is a dangerous thing, y'all. You got the Most High eyes on you, and you got the devil with a bullseye on your back. The preaching ain't nothing nice, it ain't nothing sweet, man. You be the minute the Lord told me this, yep. Guess what's gonna happen? The Most High his eyes gonna go from wherever they at to right on your heart. Filthy, promiscuous, slut, whore. Likes looking at men's different penis sizes. And then with guys, wimp, coward. Want everybody to like him. You better watch when you start saying that. The Lord showed me that. The Lord told me that. Yeah. People be doing that, and then when it's time to hold them accountable, they think that you don't have a right to do it. They think they over you. Like this how it be. If a person brought you to church, right? I'm finna show y'all how this be. Let's say it don't matter if you had that plan anyway. If they feel like they brought you to church, or they feel like they did this or that, or you stopped selling drugs, they gonna always have a sense of being better than you. They be entitled, ungrateful. They gonna think you owe them something. That's how it be. And then they be, I had a dream that, and this, that. And in the beginning, it'd be like this, that you my soulmate. And I saw you in the dream. That's how it be in the beginning. But when you stand on them, when they start trying to treat you like a punk and you stand on their head, now it's you a demon. You this, you that, you a hypocrite. You drink a couple beers, you a drunk. You play a couple lottery numbers, you got a gambling problem. So it goes from them saying it's God to you knowing that it's the devil. That's how it be. I got my own, like I'll listen to somebody, but like it's like this. The Most High, I know how to tap into the Most High. The Most High is not no fake being. I know how to tap into the Most High. I know how to make my requests known to the Most High. I know that you can't change a human's will, but I know how to deal and talk to the Most High. And they'll be having you, if you weak, thinking that the Most High gonna attack you when he's not. He'll end up attacking them for trying to use verbiage and phrases to get him to attack you. They'll go from a good dude, but wasn't good enough for them, to the bad dude. He knocking their butt out. And now let me tell y'all women something. A lot of that stuff y'all did to end up divorced, you better make sure you don't do it with these dudes out here, because you gonna get whooped. Or that you gonna get abandoned, like literally. These dudes is heartless out here, these sharks. And these women had their kids right in the middle of it because your dumb butt didn't know how to stand down. You thought you was more spiritual than you actually were, and you should have just humbled yourself. And so now you got the dude who looked the part. He might even have money, but he don't respect you. You're not even his type. He just want to build up his rotation. Like, and some of y'all women, all you got to do with a guy is just look at the woman that he is the most fond of and how she looks. If she don't look like you, if she not shaped like you, then he not gonna be into you. Y'all be setting yourself up for this stuff. And guys be coming in the comment, I forgot which guy it is, forgive me. But he was talking about how he did everything for his wife and it wasn't good enough. And she ended up with some dude that's doing 10 years in prison now. Don't touch her. Don't touch her. Don't even be in the same room as her. You disrespecting yourself by getting even too close to her. Remember how she did you, man. It better be like a graduation or a wedding or anything, something very important for you to be in the same room as that chick that dogged you out. Because it says a lot. And I heard, was that King Dre? Yeah, I think that was King Dre. Yep. The universe will respond to what you accept. And that's true. Look, man, all these dudes that know this stuff is not even preachers. If you accept disrespect, then the universe gonna keep bringing it. That's how it works, man. When you willing to start over sometimes and you know when to start over, then the universe is going to respect that. But that dude, all that, the Lord told me this and the Lord told me that. You know what he told me? I am with you always. Yeah, that's what he told me. So if what you saying don't line up with that, if it don't line up with that, guess what? Garbage man just came. I got that in there with it. So, the Most High came. I know the plans that I have towards you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm me. So if you scared to move, and you talking about the Lord told me not to move. Okay. He told me that he got plans to prosper me. So I'm finna find out where them plans is at. That's where Adam messed up. Y'all women ain't that important. Yep. I almost said the P word. Ain't that good. It's not. Oh, I got the bomb. No, you don't. No, you don't. Let me tell y'all how this works. If I really get to poking and jabbing that thing, or some of these other dudes, how long is it going to be the bomb? Let me show you something. Not to be nasty, but let me show you something. You can lie about your body count all you want. But when you get to your moistest point as a woman, however deep that person went, that's how loose you're going to get. So you might as well just tell the truth. Because some dudes, you only telling them 2 or 3. And you had 12 foot, you had 5 foot long. You have 5 foot longs, and he gonna be like, man, she lying. He gonna be in there like, she is lying. I don't even want to mess with her. That's how he gonna be. I don't even want to mess with her no more. If you know how to really vet, you can catch these women all the way up. They'll be like, I'm a virgin. And then when they get mad at you like 7 years later, they'll be like trying to throw the womanly insults towards you. That's not even true. And you'll be like, how would you know? And then they start stuttering. Let me enlighten y'all on something. Dudes is waking up. Yo, games ain't working no more. Dudes got whole playbooks. No Matrix on this page. Dr. B08 Darius on this page, that page, this guy on that page. They got a whole playbook. Kevin Samuels on these pages. So when you start acting delusional, they gonna think back to Kevin Samuels, Clearance and Outlet and Salvation Army. Remember that? Where he classified women based on their age. They gonna remember that when you start acting delusional. Look, you got like a whole football team. You should have just stayed with dude. Because think about it. I just heard somebody today, and I'm closing, but I just heard somebody today talking about, I forgot who it was. It was Shape. His name is Shape. His channel is They Call Me Shape. And he was talking about how the women that he deal with have to be money, appearance, this, that, and the other. He was talking about how he don't like fat girls. So all of y'all, you off his table. If you a fat girl, that Shape, and everybody else that don't like y'all, you off their table. If you a skinny girl, then these dudes, you off their table. You off Finesse 2 Times table. Can't do nothing with no skinny. That's how it go. So look, if you not on a table, some of them still might mess with you, but now you went from being somebody's wife or from being somebody's live-in girlfriend, possibly their wife one day, to just being somebody's sex doll. Not a mouth be. If I bought a sex doll right now, the mouth gonna be like that. And I could just be anytime I want. This how I know a lot of y'all lack wisdom and you're dumb. Because you go from being a wife to a sex doll. I don't care if you is having financial problems. If you dumb enough to just not do the best you can to help and try to bring up that to going to be a sex doll, something wrong with you. And if you had a nerve to be saying the Lord told me this, the Lord told me that, you better watch out for him. I'm telling you. And I'm not trying to scare nobody. If you one of them, because the Bible say he hates divorce. So You got to try to avoid it. I tried to avoid it. But I'm not finna be no sucker. I'm just not. And I'm not going without sex. Ain't no woman finna be telling me what to do like she's a man. I'm not in the closet. I'm straight. So guess what that means? Me being straight, that means that you have to follow my lead if you're going to be with me. I'm straight. What is all this other stuff that people doing in their marriages? But the Lord told me this, and the Lord told me that, and I'm not going to drink. If you won't drink, but you will suck a adulterous dick, you better watch yourself. You want to suck dick that bad? You better watch yourself. The prophet always warns. I know I'm talking to thousands. I don't even know. I know YouTube probably don't even show me my real views. These women to get mad at the dude if he don't suck toes and that's what they like. Why are you trying to make him like the other dude? So now they don't want to do nothing because the thing they want to do the most, he like it, but he won't do it. Or let's say that. Let's say that dude be like, nah, I ain't sucking no toe. But you trying to make him do to you what the last dude did. Why you leave the last dude then? Why you want him to be like the last dude? And these women, what do? Sundress, makeup. The Lord told me this. The Lord told me that. I had a dream about this. I had a dream about that. But some of them, you ain't even divorced them yet. And they got the new dude that they done sucked his dick 15 times in the courtroom. That's how these women is. And y'all sons and daughters need to stop. I don't care how much you respect. Stop siding with people that's wrong. That's my mama though. That's my auntie though. Nah. Just the Most High gonna be looking at you when you side with people that's wrong, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you need to listen to me. See, your pastor, he just collecting money right now. So he can get the 2026 Escalade. But he ain't getting down and dirty with this type of stuff here. That's why some of y'all not growing spiritually, because y'all not hearing this type of stuff. This the type of stuff y'all need to hear. This is what y'all need to hear. Stop taking up for these women when they in the wrong. And stop taking up for these men when they in the wrong. These people will be talking about like they just the closest to the Most High. And the Most High know that they don't do nothing he tell them. And they can. All they want to focus on, drink and smoke. Easy. Now, but not even in there. It don't even matter like that. It don't even matter like that. What matters is your spiritual act of worship is what you do knowing the Most High is looking. Ain't none of us perfect. But man, if you don't listen. That's one of the reasons why I be talking my stuff. But that's one of the reasons why I never got out here and just was messing with these chicks. All the guys that I tell that how long I went, they like, I would have cheated on her ASS. But it's reasons why I didn't just go nuts out here. Because I knew that my spiritual act of worship was like, and this couple dude, I could have had their wives. Ain't no way in hell I'm doing that. Ain't no way. Wives sneaky, all in my face. I get away from them. I ain't gonna expose nobody, but it's listen. Some of y'all wives ain't right out here, man. They be giving choosing signals. But who's to say? She probably was too. This is what they do. They'll come home. They'll say, this guy kept looking at me. But the question is, when they say stuff like that, were you looking at him? And why were you looking at him? See, people don't be wanting to be accountable, man. That's why you gotta be willing and able to be alone in this world and still enjoy your life, still have fun. It's always the other person, but I'm seeing you. You looking at dudes nuts in baseball pants. You looking at dudes nuts on bikes. You hiding stuff on your phone. You know what you looking at. And the very fact that some of them will criticize you, knowing what they doing. This is why I tell y'all, when they talk that, the Lord said watch out for them, man. Because the Most High gonna get ticked off. And me being a prophet, I be knowing sometime when the Most High is ticked off. Because a lot of times the Most High won't say nothing. He'll just let you figure it out. But when it's a person that's playing with him, that's being a hypocrite in his face, he'll say a little more about them. I'm telling you, dude, listen to me. Dudes that know. You people be thinking they getting away with one. You not, man. You not. We don't get away with nothing. Notice I said we. They be like, I had a dream last night. Y'all done had way more dreams than Martin Luther King. I might as well call some of these women Martin Luther Queen. Or Martina Luther Queen. Because you had a dream. This day, that day, every day, but you ain't had no dream how disrespectful you are and how your plan is to leech and put the police on people. What about that? Let's hear about that. A heart that devises evil. Let's hear about how evil your heart is. How you plan in adultery. You planning it. Some of y'all women, you already talking to somebody else. But you think he's supposed to disclose everything he get with you? How dare you, you hypocrite. They be like trying to figure out every dollar you getting, but they be texting other dudes, asking people to hook them up. What about him? Is he single? You think that's righteous? You think the Most High don't know you doing that and the prophet know? Is he single? Inquiring. But somebody owe you some money, that is Satan. That's the devil's system. That's the devil. You playing both sides. You trying to use the family court and you trying to use all them courts, whatever, to get provided for by somebody that all you had to do was humble yourself and help. While you seek his replacement and you think you spiritual. I know I'm talking because a lot of them do this stuff. And I ain't gonna say her name, but she knows she is. Shout out to you for humbling yourself like that. It took, dude. She humbled herself. She knew that a lot of that stuff was her. Holding grudges, this, that, and all I did was tell her the truth. Your vagina is not a weapon. Your vagina is a pleasure factory. If anything, you should be like, I'm finna put this thing on him tonight. He got on my nerve. You should be trying to make his eyes rolling behind his head. Then I'm gonna fix him. You getting the lock. Putting a lock on it. The devil is a liar. You doing the devil's work, putting a lock on your vagina. And you married. But you spiritual. The Lord told you this. The Lord told you that. The devil is a liar. The devil already know what time it is with me. These women, they want you to be faithful. Let me show you how evil it is. They know that guys is out here seeing people feet, sundresses, yoga pants, jiggling, but just dancing. And he got to come home to you. You can't fight. If y'all fought, he would probably kill you. But you talking fat mouthing. And putting a lock on your vagina. And then after you do all of that, you trying to teach somebody the Bible? Teach yourself. I told this woman that I went to a check cashing place and I had peeped her for years. Like, this chick is a snake. Mean as she want to be, trying to play gospel music. And it finally was a showdown. She trying to argue with me. I know what I did. I said, look. I ain't even finna argue with you because I know that's what you want. I said, I'm a real believer. And I walked away from her. Probably messed her up. How you supposed to be a believer and you disrespecting men, trying to pick fights and arguments, being passive aggressive with men? I'm like, what are you talking about? I signed that right here in your face. Oh, no. I was furious, just like yesterday. These women be going to church, be mean as they want to be. They be opponents of the kingdom. How you get saved and now you ain't no freak no more? That's backwards. And them women you listening to is probably L's. You know what the L is, right? Trying to tell you that's nasty if you do this. That's nasty if you do that. That's your husband. As long as you ain't trying to take upon yourself the manly functions. You get married and you less of a freak with your husband than you was with that punk that took you to the lake. And when you wasn't nothing to him, he was just trying to smash. You gave him more freak. You freaked him more than your own husband. When you get married, it shouldn't be no man that you freak more than your husband. And no man that you desired more than your husband. Y'all backwards, man. And y'all always want to be married. I believe a lot of these women want to get married to destroy men's lives. And they be doing it. They be doing it. Man, let me get off of here, man. Because I'm telling you, I'm finna start cussing. And let me end it. Bye.